Well, hello, my name is Aaron. I serve as the campus pastor at Christ Church Crossroads, and welcome to the third day of Lent. We're looking forward to this season in many ways because it focuses us in on the cross of Christ and what he did for us. Today, what I want to do is take a look at Matthew chapter 4. And in Matthew chapter 4, just to give you a quick lay of the land, you have Jesus who, just before Matthew 4, was baptized, went into the wilderness, and was tempted by Satan. 40 days, he fasted. He comes out of that wilderness experience and starts his public ministry here in Matthew chapter 4. And just before he shares the most famous message of all time, the most famous sermon of all time, the Sermon on the Mount, is the section where we are right now. And he's walking by the Sea of Galilee, and he approaches two of his disciples. And I just want to share from Matthew 4, starting in verse 17. From that time on, Jesus began to preach. So he's out of the wilderness, he's beginning to preach, and this is what he preaches. Repent, for the kingdom of heaven is near. So as Jesus was walking beside the Sea of Galilee, he saw two brothers, Simon called Peter and his brother Andrew. They were casting a net into the lake, for they were fishermen. And this is what Jesus said, verse 19. Come, follow me. Now, I feel like as I read that passage, and as I've read it in the past, I really read it over way too quickly. But Jesus is saying something very profound. He's saying, come, follow me. Now, there's some commentators that would suggest that these apostles already kind of knew who Jesus was, but still, the ask, come follow me, would have invoked a lot of emotions. At least I can project that on myself. So if I follow you, Jesus, what's gonna happen to my family? What's gonna happen to my livelihood? What's gonna happen to the things that are in my life? My community? But on the other side of this tension, when Jesus says, come follow me, you have this peace, an overwhelming sense of peace, that we come and follow Jesus. When we follow Jesus, our marriages thrive, our singleness thrives, our churches flourish, the community is served. I just don't know how many of us are actually willing to go there. And that's where Andrew and Peter are. They're on the edge of the Sea of Galilee, their nets in hand, and Jesus says, come, follow me. So when we strip it all down, we follow Jesus, it suggests that he knows the way, and he will lead us by paths of still waters. As I look at my own life, and I admit that this is a challenge for me, my guess is that it's pushing you as well, and I would encourage you to lean in. Jesus, after he says, come follow me, says, I will make you fishers of men. I mean, these are obviously fishermen, so they know what that means. They know what it means to be a fisherman. It would have been very familiar terminology in their day and age, and Jesus grows them from fishermen to fishers of men. But one of the unique things about Jesus is, as a rabbi, it would have been expected for somebody like Jesus to go after people to follow him. But follow him to listen and to learn. That's what most rabbis did. Jesus did not just do that. He invited them to take part. And that's what Jesus is doing for us, is we are being asked to take part. And not only is this ask to Peter and Andrew, but this is an ask to every single one of us, that we are to come and follow Jesus.